of the video being cut off is further amplifying who's bucking up against you. And I'm hearing it's generations. It's the generation before you, as well as the generation of you doing it or have done it. You're undoing and you're unraveling so much of what was hidden from you. But you knew it was something, and it's just, it didn't make any sense to you. It was like, why is everybody in a sunken place or acting paralyzed as a way to disconnect? I mean, as a way to like, why is everybody acting paralyzed to what's going on, or acting blind, or turning the other cheek? It's like, what's propelling you to do that kind of like? Why are you being ratchet and letting be like nobody in their right state of mind, with all due common sense, is going to let anything happen to their loved ones, to their children, to their parents. You're just not going to do that. It could be a sibling. You're not going to let anything happen to your family. You're not going to let anything happen to yourself. So we are now realigning with what's royal about you are reconnecting. You have reconnected other family members with what's royal about their bloodline, your bloodline. You, y'all, what's been taken from you? You're undoing everything: promiscuity, financial issues, poverty, dysfunction in the household, rape, mental instability. Uh, there's just a wrong mentality. It's being exposed that people are trying to practice in the art of persuasion to make you think you have to use what you have. You have to sacrifice what you have to get what you want. That expression, we got to use what we got to get what we want. No, you're sacrificing what you have to get what you want. Okay? And that's men and women. Men go through it too. Okay? They don't know what they're doing. They just think, I'm big homie. I'm big host. Okay? I can move like that. But what's most important, the whole takeaway from it is, you see this Ace of Swords, how you're riding off, the sun is going down, you rode off into the sunset, you got your pipe. Okay? You you did the work. You get to relax. Because you undid all that stuff. You're not sticking around to see the results of what you did, because you have that trust and that blind faith, and knowing that the Ace of Swords are the helping hand of God. I got the Ace of Swords here. Okay? That is the helping hand of God, and how he dispelled traumas of the organs, trapped in the organs, like heartbreak, heart disease, like all kinds of stuff is undone. It's just being undone. It's like it's all going to fall down like dominoes. Right? And even though you know the results, you know God, you trust God, so you know the results of what you did is going to benefit your family, but you didn't stick around to see it. You kept going because you have a higher purpose, you have a bigger mission over your own life. When you do God's work, sometimes it takes you away from everything that you know. You watched everything unravel on about everything and everyone that you know to get this done for yourself. And everybody and others will benefit from it too. It's not just you, it's not just your children. Okay? It's not just a counterpart. Everybody. And it's going to, if you have a counterpart, it's going to propel that counterpart to do the same thing, because you kept going. Okay? And this is clarity. So this is a peace of mind. This is a protected mind. This is a sound mind. The great gathering. It's all coming together. The intuitive hits the soul tribe. That's right. Sometimes you're going to work with people, like as you travel, you're going to meet different people along the way, and you're going to do stuff together. That's your soul tribe. You're going to make differences together for the better. So you've got to uplift humanity. And then you're going to keep going and meet more people. You're going to keep doing that. Look what's on the bottom. Confirmation. Okay? There's a new sheriff in town. I'm going to keep her. Because you're famous for what you do. Very famous for what you do. I don't know if you didn't stick around to know that, but you're very famous for what you do. And that Queen of Swords is clarifying that Empress. Okay? And that's another thing that is being undone, is putting your own people down to uplift others. First of all, that's a ball of confusion within itself. Everybody's Adam and Eve's children, but you get the derogatory connotation, the underhanding connotation, and what you see on this picture is what I'm talking about. But both of you are Adam and Eve's children. I'm not talking about the authenticity of love is love. I'm talking about what people go through behind the scenes. Okay? The oppression they go through behind the scenes, and then they come out and do something like this to somebody else. And it's designed to make your people feel some type of way. It's designed to create segregations. And it does not mean in any way that your true partner is not going to be different from you culturally, religiously. That's not true. You could be teaching somebody you could be undoing racism, underlining racism. Seven of Pentacles. You just freed a lot of people to the point of harmonious happiness. This is Cancerian energy. The priest, you undid the curses that go behind the scenes. Like, what does it mean to be married to a religious person if they expose women and their body parts? They expose their secrets. It's supposed to be. This to me gives me the impression that this is somebody trying to tell their story, and the head of the community is going to silence this person. So she went to the counterpart. She went to the spouse, the first lady of the church or the master, whatever, and told her, this is what's being done to me. And this is what he promised would happen to me if it ever got out. Because she got her coochie open. So I got to do this. Man, you're undoing a lot. So I feel like you're not around to physically witness all this stuff fall apart. But you're meant to know with judgment. The advice is to keep yourself pure. The fact that you remain pure. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. You dig? As far as the spiritual attached, see all these different nurses taking care of this sick man. Everybody's like jumping all over him. You can know that this is happening and know that it's not your place to stop it. You have to let them go through what they go through, because you're doing the necessary spiritual cleansing, mental preparation, emotional preparation for spiritual cleansing, because to ungo all these different traumas that you've been groomed into feeling like is normal, or and always been patronized and thinking a lot of families have pain, or a lot of families go through all these different things. Every family has secrets and all that kind of stuff, but does it make it right? It's like an avoidance of accountability. And now these aces are coming out to resurrect what's truth. I mean, somebody tried to bury truth, but obviously they may have kept secrets from the people they are manipulating. It's all an illusion. Like, it's people, you can only manipulate other people. You can't really lie to a higher power, to the Most High. There's Ace of Pentacles here, okay, to restoration of quantity and quality. That's been distorted. You know how they say one good woman is better than 10 different women? That was patronism to make the woman be okay with the other entities moving through the women to keep the man bound. So women should stop arguing with each other. I'm number one, you're number two. I saw a lot of that when I used to be married. That makes no sense, because you forgot your place, you forgot your power. It's just entities. These are jinns moving through the collective. So, going back to the question, who or what has made you believe that for some reason or another you don't have what it takes to follow your dreams? That is your beliefs. Your belief system is your belief system, and nobody can take it from you. All they can try to do is temporarily persuade people into feeling like you're the mad person, when in actuality it's them. They think to deceive people, but they only deceive themselves, and they don't even realize that they're doing that. And the only thing you could really do is let them. And the answer to the question, nobody or nothing can take away what you know to be true in your heart. You believe that for a purpose. You believe things to be a certain way are on purpose. And even you thinking of a certain person in mind for a counterpart or who's supposed to be close in essence in some way or another, you believe that for a purpose because you understand they're going through their own spiritual transformation, just like you had to undo a lot of stuff and go through your own spiritual transformation. And it's less about the person and more about how you're doing because for you to be where you at, you're doing something to correct what was made wrong or work through things that were wrong. Okay? Even if you, as you were wronged through the process, it's a never ending thing. And I don't mean it to sound so exhausting. You're not, every day should be made, a effort should be made. Just like entrepreneurs say that every day, if you cannot make money in your sleep, you still have to get up and go to work. So nobody is that successful to the extent where, oh, I don't have to do it today because I did it all last week. You have to do it every day. And it may be various of efforts from one day to the next, but you still have to do it. But the bottom line is you did reach a milestone. That's what I'm getting is because you don't have to want for nothing. You surpassed that hamster wheel about wanting more and more, that lackluster mindset. That's something you don't have anymore. Looking at yourself, looking at your own personal progress, you don't have to want for nothing, you have it. So it's about relaxing and breathing. It's about resting and being alert so that you're able to prepare to receive it when the time is right. So it's just an outdated mindset, an outdated timeline that could have flared up or could attempted to be projected onto you or deflected off of them and onto you like it's you. You already have the life you want to live. Look around you. Look at the possibilities. Look at your consciousness. The fact that you're conscious includes everything you knew and believed was already yours since birth. Well, at least since childhood. As far back as you can remember, you know it since childhood. You knew yourself to be a certain way. Look around you. Look how you live. Look how you act. Look how you think. Look how you feel. You see what I'm saying? Okay? It's about rest. And that has a 7 on it too. Heavy emphasis on either a life path 7 or personal life path 7. Everything, I don't have to say anymore. That was the point I was trying to make. And I just really just simplified it more in under 12 minutes. Cut my phone off. These nasty energies don't try to interrupt my message anymore. And you have a plethora of broken messages, broken videos, because the message kept breaking down because they don't want anybody to know they attacked all your loved ones just to keep you, just to sacrifice you for some farce game. Whenever there's a 10, there's an ace, but they don't exist in the same room. That was not your dust to settle. You always had the Most High. If you think about your life, you always had the Most High. Your life wasn't even designed for you to trust people, so how was you going to rely on people? I could personally relate to that. I never felt like I could ask people for anything. But I can ask God. I always ask God. And that was the shift. You're starting to realize what you read in the Holy Scripture. This can be people who study religion. You're starting to realize that's not just a bunch of talk, theoretical talk. These are real life events that we're living out what the book said we're going to live out. Some people you can read it but not really ponder it, and now you're starting to ponder it and you're starting to realize somebody been lying to me. So I hope you feel better. I hope this message helps you feel better moving forward as things are being undone for you. So if you got like relatives that are at a distance, or the relative is at a distance or something like that, they got the message. You ask God that they receive this message well, and they're able to live on it, live out the rest of their days without being entrapped or enabled to practice right from wrong on a higher conscious level. Like they are not manipulated. They don't have succubus, incubus energies swarming their goddamn spirit like flies to shit. Sorry for cussing, but that's just how I feel about it. Hey, people, I'm done telling people to get a life. They don't have one, they just don't have one. That's on them, and you just keep doing what you're doing. I think you did a fabulous job with yourself, and God can back that up, obviously, because He arranges all your affairs, so He can back it up. Nobody else are able to say anything. Don't get caught up in the peer pressure of people saying, I don't know, I don't mess with that person like that. Well, the reality is you can't mess with that person like that because that person doesn't mess with you like that. You don't mess with God like that, so you don't mess with His people like that. Let's just keep it real, okay? I don't mess with you like that because you don't have the ability to lead my prayers. Yeah, I don't mess with you like that because you don't have the ability to be loyal. You don't have the capacity to be that kind of loyal because you're not from God's people. Not making the moves that you've made, grooming somebody into being under an illusion. Like you're some kind of prestige over them or some kind of lord over them. That's ridiculous. Okay? Shame on them. And the Holy Scripture always did expose them. They just wanted to block you from practicing maybe a sound mind or maybe your common sense or just pushing the fear of that they have because they see demons all the time. But those are the same demons you conjured up. Those are the same demons that you relied on to play dirty in somebody else's life, to do somebody else so dirty in their life. And you wonder why you're in that Nine of Swords energy. You wonder why you can't go to sleep. You wonder why you don't have a regular sleep pattern or a peaceful spirit, or you may be up this week and down next week. It's just something really strange. You do unto others as you want them to do to you. Where did that get lost in the wind? You did? Did you fall down and smack your face on the concrete? Like, what happened to you? Or were you always like that? Maybe the rose-colored glasses came off for you, Gemini placements. Maybe the rose-colored glasses are off, and it's like you don't have to pray for somebody or protect somebody who does not pray for you. They pray on you. They prayed on your family. They prayed on your children, on you, on your children's mother, your children's father. Like they prayed on you. You don't have to forgive them. There's always been the forgiveness is never for them, it's for you. The forgiveness for them to come and apologize is so they can seek repentance. The forgiveness, you don't have to relieve anybody from the harm that they caused you because justice, everybody's rights will be returned back to them in divine timing, when the time is right. Really, the forgiveness is for you to keep you moving forward. But just because you can forgive or pardon somebody, it doesn't mean you have to let them back into your space, which was those spiritual boundaries that we saw in the previous video. So how are you doing the morning after? Now it can sound like a sarcastic question from them. It's like a rhetorical question. Well, a sarcastic question for them, a rhetorical answer for you. I have the sound mind. I have the peaceful spirit. I have myself. I have my counterpart. I have my money. I have my family. I don't have to want for nothing. There's no lackluster mindset here. Okay? It wasn't even you that did the bad deed. It was the jinns moving through you. So how are you doing the morning after? You did? Like how are you doing the morning after? Do you even realize it's morning time? Because you've been asleep for a long time. That's what it means to be deaf, dumb, and blind. So Gemini placements. It's like something about your wits. You don't have to speak on everything. You ain't got to speak on anything. You know the truth. Let somebody ask you again, how does the morning after? You can't even go to sleep. You haven't even been asleep in I don't know how long. You think you've been asleep? No, you've been attacked by jinns. You're not asleep. Okay? Because you're still tired. You look tired. Look at your eyes. Don't freak them out, eccentric. It's okay. That's okay. The morning after. What that's supposed to mean? Like somebody was like viciously, like you meant for that. You meant that to arrogantly ask somebody how they're doing the morning after. It's fine. The angelic aura still remains intact. If that's what you meant to do to propel that person forward, thank you. I'm ready for the next lesson. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.